An IVC filter, or inferior vena cava filter, is a little device placed into the inferior vena cava, and its purpose is to prevent a pulmonary embolism. So this picture is showing you a femoral vein approach, and then just below the renal veins is where the IVC filter is placed. And so this is just kind of a drawing of what it looks like. Here's what one looks like with someone holding it, so you can kind of see, how big it is. And then here's what an IVC filter looks like on an X-ray. Here is Okay, so here is a video showing the deployment of an IVC filter. And so there it is, located just below the renal veins. Now here's another video. Now this one is showing that it can be deployed through the jugular vein as well. So it's still being placed in the inferior vena cava, but they went through the jugular vein instead of the femoral vein. So it's showing the catheter come down, and then they deploy it that way. So it's the same exact procedure, just they've accessed it a different way. Okay, and then this video shows, after it's being deployed, it shows how it catches a blood clot. So it's being deployed, and then now it's demonstrating how it works. So the filter catches a blood clot, and then what it does is it kind of breaks it up into smaller pieces that the body can absorb on its own. So that is the IVC filter. So what you need to remember is that this is in a vein. The inferior vena cava is a vein. So it requires venous access. Again, it can be through the femoral vein or jugular vein. What the purpose of it is to catch thrombus or emboli that travel from the legs. The deep veins of the legs are prone to forming a blood clot in a lot of people, and so those blood clots form in the legs, and then they can break off. And once they break off and travel, then those blood clots are called embolisms, and so they can travel up the vena cava and into the right atrium and to the right ventricle, and then out the pulmonary arteries into the lungs. And so then if it were to do that, that's called a pulmonary embolism. Okay, so this is a good video demonstrating how when a thrombus or blood clot breaks free and then starts to travel. So this is a blood clot that came from the legs and has broken loose, and now do you see it went up the superior vena cava. Whoops, let me restart that. Okay, I'm just going to restart this. So again, that blood clot has broken loose, and now it's traveling up the veins of the legs. It makes it to the vena cava. Okay, so here's where you see it's going up from the vena cava into the right atrium, to the right ventricle, then through the pulmonary valve to the pulmonary arteries, which go to the lung. So it's demonstrating how that blood clot, see there, now it's in the lung, and that is a pulmonary embolism. So anyway, the IVC filter, the inferior vena cava filter, then is placed in the inferior vena cava below the renal veins, and its purpose is to catch those thrombus, to catch those emboli, and kind of break it up, fragment it into smaller pieces that the body can absorb.